that about?
Told shatters the airwaves. Brought to you by House of Shattered Stuff, where tomorrow's carpets are here today. And by Clams of Go-Go of Passaic, where our motto is shellfish is a swell dish. Happy housewives know that when it comes to eating out, 9 out of 10 men think of one thing. Give me fish! I want fillet! And remember, we deliver. So when you're thinking of sending something special to that special someone, why not say it with fish? Yes,
3 shrimp dinners.
I didn't order any shrimp dinners. This must be someone's idea of a sick joke. Yes, that's exactly right. It's the Well of Horniness, the continuing saga of one woman's sojourn into the septic tank of the soul. Harold, come here, right with me! What is it, please? There's 2 new girls down the street, Harold. Something about the way they walk. Something about the way they talk, Harold. Something about the way they look at each other. Harold, I could swear they are Lebanese.
Oh, Louise. You were just imagining things. They're just a couple of sorority girls.
And we got news for you, Harold. Those 2 girls are members of the Tri Delta Tribe, an alleged sorority, but in reality, just a thinly veiled entrance into the Well of Horniness. The setting, a peaceful New England town, just a town like many others, a town that clasped American values to her bosom. An American town where every winter day is a white Christmas. And every Wednesday night is Prince Spaghetti Night! Just a town like many others, with its local pubs and taverns. And dinner theaters where toned FMCs flourish, and where citizens can go to meet or cheat that someone special. But beneath the apparent serene breast of new fallen snow, a whirlpool rages, sucking the weak, the infirm, the original, and all others who don't wear beige. Down, down, down! As carrots in the Cuisinart, so are souls in the Well of Horniness. Meet Georgette.
Hello, White Casa? The usual. You know the way I like it. Extra hot.
Coming from one of the town's most established families, her pedigree was unblemished. Oh, well, except for a drop of Catholic blood on her mother's side of the family. But underneath the cloak of respectability, evil budded in her bosom. By the time Georgette had pledged her college sorority, she had already fallen into the Well of Horniness. And Vicky, the town's leading eccentric consumer. Darn these child-proof tops. Oh. A recent emigrant to this town, she came to this quiet hamlet to forget. By day, she clips coupons and attends aqua science classes. By night, she prays for amnesia. Few would guess this well-groomed word-processing trainee was once the sisterhood of sin. The memories, they gnawed her mind like starving hamsters in a Kleenex box. Is there any hope for Vicky? Is there any hope for anyone once they've fallen into the Well of Horniness? And here's Rod. Honey, I'm home.
Hey, what you got for me?
I made some Harvey ball bangers. Oh. Vicky's fiance, Georgette's brother Rod, once had dreams of becoming a golf pro, but like many young men of his milieu, his youthful idealism was trampled by his drive for success. The punch bowl from his graduation open house was barely drained when he became VP in the family business, a chain of discount carpet warehouses. Oh, on the surface, Rod and Vicky just a couple of lovebirds, about to tie the knot. Then, our happy couple makes a date with destiny.
Hey, Vic, what do you say to a little R&R?
Oh, okay.
I have been thinking.
different chapters of the same sorority.
What did you say, dear?
The same sorority, Tried out to Tribands. Oh, come on, Vic. I remember how you loved that club and those gals.
You don't understand! I can never see those women again.
Who says you have to mention the sorority at all? You'll be talking about color swatches and floor buffers. Why, in no time, you'll be bosom buddies.
Now I'll never be able to keep the secret of my past from him. Those so-called sorority sisters. Vicky, a would-be word processor with a past she can't outrun. I can't believe his sister is one of them. They are everywhere. Later that night, Rod and Vicky arrived at the fabulous new dinner theater, the Vixen's Den, where Georgette is already waiting.
Miss, you're gonna have to check that.
Oh!
I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, hi. How you doing?
Since when do you care?
Sorry. It's just, I thought we spent together. It was special.
Can it, Babs? I'm here to meet my family. Hey, Babs, who's that foxy lady over by the palms? What's the scoop on her?
Miss, would you like a drink while you're waiting? I'll have a Harvey Wallbanger. Miss, make it a double.
I don't know, and I don't care.
Yeah, well, I do. See you around, Babs.
Okay, Georgia. Call me, or I'll call you. Okay, Georgia? If I said anything mean about the way we were, I didn't mean it.
Georgette cuts through the dining room as surely as a honeybee picks out the last wildflower in a field of crabgrass. And where is our hero? There he is! Threading his way through the salad bar.
Pardon me, ma'am. Somebody else might like some croutons, too.
Will Rod return in time to save his beloved from the predatory clutches of his own flesh and blood? We'll find out after this word from our sponsor.
High cost of wall-to-wall carpeting keeping you awake at night. Like to cover up the cement floor in the master bedroom with a snazzy little something or other, but can't afford to shell out armor and leg? Oh, then visit New England's biggest chain of carpet warehouses, House of Shag and Stuff. We are open 24 hours to help serve you better. Yes, sirree! This week only, we are running a store-wide special on these public try-on, 100% washable throw rugs. Throw them anywhere. Throw them in the kitchen. Throw them in the living room. Throw them at the kids. Dads, tired of mowing over that big expanse of nothingness. Pave the whole thing over and throw a couple of these babies on for accident. They will never notice and I will never tell. And once you see our new prices and our easy terms, you'll be beaten by the bug too. Shining fever, baby! Oh, so head on down to any one of our convenient locations or our main branch and showroom right off Route 17 in this town like many dollars. Hey, Vic. Hey, you. Hey, come here. Vic, this is my sister Georgette. Hey. I have been dying for the two of you gals to finally meet.
So lovely.
Enchanté, I'm sure.
The pasta Repertory, a freshly imported noodle flown in from San Francisco, coming in for a landing.
Georgette, for Christ's sakes, this isn't a burger joint.
Despite her resolve, Vicky finds she cannot resist the way Georgette plays with her food.
What's the matter, honey? You sit in a puddle, or are you just happy to see me?
Miss, are you going to order anything to eat? Or are you just going to eat hers?
turn for the worse. Vicky finds no cutlery, but Georgette's legs, 2 succulent rainbows leading to the same pot of gold.
So I suppose I should wait until after dinner, but I really wanted to pick your brains about some of the places I've been looking into as possible honeymoon hideaways. Yeah. So I'm looking for something that has a lot to offer, particularly a good golf course. And you know, I bought Vic a set of clubs for her last birthday, and darn it all, she doesn't have better putt than I do, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, oh, you can't spend your entire time in bed, am I right? This South Seas plantation has a lot to offer. 20 minutes from the St. Pete Airport, 90 minutes from Disney World and Busch Gardens and Georgette. Get a look at this private beach. Oh, yeah, really? Oh, yes! Georgette, I must say I am a bit wary of those all-inclusive deals. Those damn travel agents. They see the rock on her face, the scars in my eyes, they get you every time! Oh, I swear to God, they'll laugh you all the way to the bank, am I right? Yes! Yeah. So here's some of the brochures. They all look great on paper. Why don't you take a gander at them after dinner, Vic? Vic? What are you doing? Did you find that fork yet?
I see it, but I can't quite reach it.
Well, for Christ's sakes, let's call the waitress.
I feel a little hot, Rod.
Oh, you do?
Maybe I better go freshen up.
Georgette? Something seems a bit fishy about Vic lately, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it, can you?
I'm working on it. Maybe I better go check on her.
Great. I hate for him to
But their romantic powder room rendezvous is cut short. Shoot that shot! As Georgette's perforated remains cool by the powder room, Vicky gives the maitre d' the slip.
Could you wrap this for me?
And is swallowed by the silent orifice of the night. Extra, extra! Read all about it! Future carpet queen slays sister-in-law during floor show! Vicky, ruthless killer or just a girl with a lot of luck? All of it bad? We'll find out after this word from our sponsor.
That's right! House of Shaggin' Stuff is expanding. We have opened a whole new floor full of eager beaver saleswomen to come help us serve you better. And look, here's one of them now. Come on down here, little lady, and tell us all about it.
Attention, Artmart shoppers! We have a blue light special in the generic modernist department. In order to make room for the new 11s, Artmart is slashing prices to the stretcher bar.
On these late model masterpieces, Silman, Simpson, Snyder, we've got the name brands you want at the prices you won't believe. What's the secret of Artmart's everyday low prices? We buy directly from the artists, they're being thrown out onto the street and pass the savings on to you, the art consumer. And remember, all Artmart paintings come with our exclusive money-back guarantee. 100% avant-garde or your money back. Remember, today's kids is tomorrow's collectible. Want something that'll shock the neighbors for years to come? Let our home decorating department help you select that very special work in progress for any room in your house. And while you're art-marting, be sure to stop by the deli and check out the new Wiener Wonder Pesto Pop. Cuisine on a stick. Thank you for art-marting.
But what really happened that fateful night at the salad bar? Was there something in the vinaigrette? Was there someone else who could have pulled the trigger? To many, the flight of the ex-muff dagger future mouth squeezer, Vicky, was as good as a confession. For what else but terrible guilt could make a woman in heels sprint? For in the cramped quarters of the gay girl ghetto, blowing your girlfriend at Kingdom Come could be written off as taking your space. And what about Babs, the head check girl? Their one-night stand left her stranded high on the bunny slope of love. One night? Yeah. One night? It was the whole ski weekend at the Stonefinger Lodge. Who killed Georgette? And who cares? And what will become of Vicky? Could it be she faces a brighter future in a prison rehab program than today's saturated And there's Rod, whose entire life soured between the powder room and the salad bar. For answers to these and even more trivial questions, tune in 30 seconds for the next episode of The Well of Horniness. The setting, a peaceful New England town, just a town like many others. A town with a gorgeous gendarme who loves girls almost as much as she loves murder.
Garnet McClit, Lady Dick.
It was another spit-colored Manhattan morning, and al dente found the usual cornucopia of crimes cluttered across his desk. The police chief was a cockstop, tough and straight, like a pot roast, with a face to match.
Yeah?
Gotta make on that DOA, Chief.
Okay, send in Garnet McClit. Looks like this is her baby.
Enter Garnet McClit, Lady Dick. Sparred Irish rookie from the concrete backwaters of the Garden State. Being an Irish tomboy left her with two choices, the convent or the beat. She went with the latter with no regrets. But still, she often dreamed of heading someplace more romantic, like Milwaukee, where being a cop and being Irish still meant something.
What's the scoop, Chief?
You're a lucky day, McClit. If you play smart, this will get you out of parking violations and into the big leagues. You know that Amazon watering hole?
The Vixen's dead.
Yeah, well, boys just paid it a little visit.
Snazzy joints, the food any good.
They couldn't stick around, so they just got something to go. A stiff. Here, read all about it. Didn't take long for those nutty dames to start making pesto out of each other.
Georgette, that's bad.
Big wheel, huh? Well, she stopped turning.
It's gonna be trouble, Chief. Those triads have a short fuse when the New York pest gets
Forget the pest! When our boys get through rounding up their head haunches, those bra burners won't be able to get together a softball game, let alone a rumble. You got a line on the suspect?
Vicky, yeah, I know her. Heard she defected a few years back. Word was she turned into a real Susie homemaker. She's got a job, a boyfriend, who works.
Yeah, she gave the maitre d' the slip. We'll bag her soon enough, though. She ain't go too far or too fast in those heels. Tell me, how do those tribads feel towards a girl when she's had to change her heart?
Well, I've been sniffing around this scene for a while now, and I've seen a lot of those broads try and make a beeline for the straight and narrow, but I'm telling you this, not one of them's made it to the altar yet.
So they take it kind of personal, and one of the flock goes AWOL.
Let's just say the tribads are not exactly pro-family.
Are those dames ditzy enough to frame Vicky?
Vicky's a lot of things, but she's just not suitable for framing.
Any way you slice it, it's our chance to bust up the daisy chain for keeps.
So, still those must-divers have been spoiled in the rumble, and now they've got an excuse. There's going to be one hell of a crackdown.
You mean?
All that I'm saying is this. Until you get that word processor on ice, there's not a bisexual between here and Scranton that'll be safe.
Vicky ran and ran without direction, though not without purpose. But why did she run if she were indeed innocent? Perhaps in her heart of hearts she longed for something more fervently than justice, or even her own freedom. A sequel, perhaps. For as the Zen masters have said, what is the sound of one hand clapping? Or as the TV moguls restated, what is the use of one great pilot without a 13-week run? And so Vicky ran until the wilderness lay all around her. Vicky knew she was lost, alone with the elements.
Oxygen, hydrogen, helium, and whiskey sours. These elements form the basic building blocks of life as we know it. Mwah.
Or was she alone? Her soul called out to the heavens. But as usual, got a busy signal. Overhead, 3 bulbs circled with the deadly precision as a lazy Susan, laden with tainted hors d'oeuvres.
Who's there? Yoo-hoo! Here I am!
Somewhere in the uncharted recesses of her mind, Vicky knew she was the heroine and could not be killed off. Not with a series in the offing. Perhaps her old college chum, the writer, might construct a few close calls. She might have to run down a few blind alleys and orthopedically hazardous bookier bullets of myopic snipers snagging her nylons. Or perhaps it would be a gothic affair. She might be compelled to run across the moors in a flimsy peignoir, nipples banged at the North Star! But this much was certain. She would be rescued. Would Georgette have jeopardized a promising career in dental hygiene for a few moments of empty ecstasy with a hatchet girl whose phony accent fooled no one of her bridge of tunnel origins? Garnet didn't think so. Still, what about their affair? Just a Sunday drive? Or a joyride through the well of Horniness? Georgette was 6 feet under. Her side of the story died with her. But if she could have talked, what would she say?
Just in case you really want to know, Babs was the best looking thing I ever saw. I got steamed up watching her cross the street. Whatever a broad's supposed to have in it all, she's got it. My tongue felt a foot thick when we talked, and if she'd asked me to jump, I'd have said, how high? So why'd I dump her? I'll tell you this, and you can tuck it away if it means anything to you. I don't like her, and I don't know why.
She got the specs on that hat check, hussy. I wouldn't know if she got to bed with me.
When that deal on the linoleum line comes through, I will have the entire home decorating industry painted into a corner.
Don't get me wrong, Crowd, my boy. Idealism is great, especially in election year, but you gotta remember, you're talking about South America. You're talking about a lot of Catholics.
What are you driving at, my man?
I'm talking about Catholics, whole different ballgame.
Is it all that bad? I mean, they're so human.
Human, yes, but they're afraid of patent leather. They do it in the middle of the day and then eat macaroni and cheese after. They think God is made out of plastic and glows in the dark. Human, I wonder.
You know, Al, I see what you're trying to do, I do, but, you know, it's all I got for now. Still need something to keep me going. I still think that we have the right to a few basic things, to a roof over our head, to a nice piece of shag under our feet.
Don't go too far, my boy. It's not just a Catholic thing here. Some of these people aren't even white. You put that in your pipe and smoke it. Shag, Ron! You're gonna give them a shag? These people live in paper sacks and eat what the dog wouldn't touch. And why? Because they are lazy. Too damn lazy to go shopping. And frankly, I just don't see how giving throw rugs to Salvador is gonna change all that.
Well, it won't. At least not overnight.
Take a tip from me. All that linoleum won't keep you warm at night.
What you got for me?
I got a very classy dame for you, very low mileage, and she don't take tips.
Hand that fish out. I am through with these lousy broads you dig up. The last one was so skinny I could have sliced semolina on her hip bone.
Garnett flicked the long drag on her cigarette and leaned against the tenement doorway. She studied the glowing butt, flicked it into the gutter. It was 11:30 p.m. on the Lower East Side. Most of the natives were just getting up. Then, Garnett saw her. Something strangely exotic about the eyes, the way they seemed to float in her face like two wontons in a hot and sour soup. Her full figure stood out in sharp contrast to the clusters of anorexic clubgoers beginning to fill the street. Someone, or something in Garnett's brain, sent a wake-up call to her crotch.
What are you doing out at this hour, huh? A pretty girl like you ought to be at home watching the funny car races.
It's just curtains for me and my gal. Like, she just didn't meet my needs. Besides, she was just a runt.
You like big girls, huh?
In the harsh light of the ghetto street lamp, the woman's eyes glittered like a tape measure. Garnett seemed to make the grade.
That's right. Real big. Like you.
Too bad I'm a career girl.
Oh, I really go for girls with Blue Cross. You don't work around the clock, do you, Miss Officer?
I go home to sleep alone.
Oh, that's too bad. Guess I gotta go sit on that tar beach all by my lonesome.
Well, what tar beach is that?
Just down the street. Sometimes it gets real lonesome up there, just me and my iPod.
Watching her turn and walk away made the insides of Garnett's thighs feel like butter left out on a hot stove. She was too much of a cop to cave into simple lust, just a fleshy little trash passer.
Excuse me, sorry. Just like the last.
Oh, yeah, excuse me. That's flashy little trespasser, Garnett thought as she followed her into the building.
Ooh, thinking of a bargain like this. That's a girl in the mood for a real shopping spree. Something in the, home improvement line. I got a feeling a certain carpet salesman might feel like doing a little private price slashing.
Can she be stopped? Can a clerical worker who's tasted blood ever hope to break into middle management? Can anyone be satisfied once they've dipped into the well? Even as Babs weaves her wicked web, our hero is engaging in some innocent male bonding.
Hey, buddy, you see a waitress?
I see this woman in white, but I don't think think she's a waitress.
Oh, why not?
Because she looks like we're sick. What do you think about that?
I think we are sick and she's the cure. Oh, hey, nurse. Me and my buddy are dying of hunger.
Miss, is this decaf? But you said coffee.
But miss, I meant Sanka brand coffee.
Why didn't you tell me you didn't want real coffee?
But miss, Sanka brand is real coffee. Isn't that right, Al?
Sure is, Rod. How's about joining us for a cup?
Yeah, tell us that.
Oh, You're still thinking about her, aren't you? Listen, I'm going to say something, and I don't think you're going to be able to hear it, but Vicky was a little cheap poodle of a woman. She flunked out of community college and probably killed her sister.
Lies! I will not hear it.
Vicky went away to school. Yeah, away to the Hoboken bilingual key punch school. Hardly the Seven Sisters, now is it?
But I still love her.
My friend, someday you're going to find you got off easy. The woman had no depth. Taking the plunge with her would have been like high diving off the shallow end.
Rod felt he could forgive Vicky everything, even her fried chicken. If only he could have her back. Suddenly, he felt very protective towards her, the way sauteed onions must feel towards calf's liver. Even as Rod finds himself knee-deep in thought, our finely wrought fiction is unraveling in another area. Ow! To the north lay the majestic catatonics. To the work-weary masses, these are the promised lands where God's chosen people have chosen to spend 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness on the American plan. But the granite cleavage did not contain happy memories for Rod, for it was there during a family vacation that his other sister Dinette was snatched from their campsite by ravenous raccoons! The family was left stunned and bitter. No more Sierra Club calendars for them. Even with the family in the carpet trade, it was the kind of scandal you couldn't sweep under the rug.
I finally found that poor little tyke. What was left of her anyway. Born with a silver spoon in her mouth. That's probably why they killed her.
There was no way they could know that their daughter lived, nor that the carcass found outside the Winnebago was not Dinette, but in fact, a London royal! Dinette remembered none of this, not her brother Rod, twin sister Georgette, nor the split-level Mediterranean mansion. Suckled by her ring-tailed abductors, she became like them, forced to hunt and prowl like those hideous half-human apparitions that haunt late-night TV. Roots, berries, and an occasional Eskimo pie. On these she thrived. Forced provided her with all she needed. Oh, well, that is except the one thing she craved the most. Entrance into the well! Oh, Horniness! But now she had Vicky. She had hit rock bottom. Happy at last. It was a muggy summer night in the mountains, a night made just for lovers. Somewhere a loon cried.
What you doing the key to the bureau?
From their seclusion in the Christmas tree farm, the wild lovers watched the last round of a sudden death golf tournament. Well, how could they know the danger that surrounded them? Oh my God, she's been hit. And from what I can see, quite badly. Her eyeliner is running down the street.
There she is! Bag that she-devil! Don't let that bomb escape! Somebody
in the inn.
No appointment? Well, dear. Oh! You're in luck. A cancellation.
Hello. We are here to help you. Anything you can remember is important. Now, how did you get from the nightclub to the mountains?
I don't remember.
What did you do there?
I don't remember.
Who were you with?
I don't know.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm quite sure. I've just had a terrible shock, you know.
Yes, kidnapping and loss of memory are terrible, but nothing compared to the shock you will endure when you pay the bill. Now, I want you to relax. Forget that nasty angry child. That's right. Breathe normally. Nurse, will you fix the patient a cup of coffee?
Certainly, doctor. All right, honey. How do you like it?
I don't remember. Oh, doctor, it's terrible.
Vicky, what is it?
All I remember is going to the laundry and leaving my clothes there. And I lost the ticket. Now I don't even remember what the bag looks like. Gone. All gone. My favorite socks. Everything I ever loved. Gone. Oh.
Okay. Vicky, I want you to watch this ball. That's right. You have box seats at a ping pong tournament. Your eyes never leave the ball. That's right. You are getting sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. George, wake up! Vicky! What is it that you remember?
It's no good. My mind's a blank.
We know that. Nurse, I am confident I can restore the patient's true identity.
You can, but why?
I need you to prepare 28 cc of phenobarbital.
Phenobarbital?
Yes.
Pheno as an antibiotic.
Right?
And barbo as a sedative?
Right.
And thanks!
Thanks for the memories.
Can the doctor restore Vicky's true identity? Can anyone say Vicky from the vegetable patch? And wait a minute, haven't I seen that nurse before? Oh my God, that's no nurse, that's her! It's the proverbial hat check woman in white-collar clothing. Tune in for the startling conclusion of the Well of Horniness. The Well. Part 3, in the realm of the senseless. The setting of peaceful New England town, just a town like many others, a town where men are men.
Some of the women, sister!
The play that put lesbians on the map, and possibly the menu.
Do tell. How are the lesbians?
Ha. Steaming.
Served in their own juices.
Tonight's episode. In our last episode, we left Vicky, our heroine.
Our heroine? Our heroine? What am I, chopped liver?
The plucky pervert who gave up security and a half-share in the Hamptons, all because her love for women was greater than her love for self. At last, dialogue that reveals the way women insist and really talk to each other.
A little word of advice? You could be put on pre-recorded tape.
This is the play that women who love women have been waiting
teacapped for this part.
Unlike traditional theater.
Hey! Everybody, listen up. There are no small parts.
That's right, there are only small minds, Rob. You would know, you've got one of the smallest.
A proverbial filling up and spilling over of sapphic sentiment.
Good things come in small actresses.
Tell me about it. I came in several small actresses.
Yes, ladies and genders, our show is another fine example of women working together.
Where's my lipstick? Which one of you took my lipstick?
A testimonial for their love for one another.
I wouldn't touch anything of yours.
Yeah, you're fine. No, you're fine. Of their ability to surmount the limitations of their own egos to work together. I'm the star. I'm the star. In this, our final episode,
Thank God I cannot take another minute with these busy days.
we find Vicky up on the lam in the picturesque California mountains. She seems hopelessly lost.
If she's hopeless, why don't we just put on the laugh track and break out some blues?
Okay, I said seems hopelessly lost, Ron.
I get there.
She's hopeless, all right.
Now just a minute, Babs, you two-bit thespian.
Who are you calling?
I'm a normal woman. I'm no introvert, not like the rest of you.
Vicky is wandering in a daze.
Oh, a daze? Don't you think I ought to wear something that shows off my figure?
Not unless you have a cast iron girdle beneath it.
Oh my God, stop. Relax, old Vicky! Prostrate on a lazy boy about to get an injection to restore her memory.
Shall I call you at the hospital?
Why?
I'll be at the course. I thought I could get in 9 holes before the final episode of Desperate Housewives.
As the doctor exits, the nurse readies the needle. Wait a minute. That's no nurse, that's her! Poor Vicky. Nobody is there to hold her hand as she gets the prick. And what's really in the needle? A regular Florence nightshade, aren't we, Babs? How did you penetrate the Brotherhood of Healing?
I'm a 10.
Babs administers the heinous hypo only to send Vicky down, 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 down into the well. Well of Horniness. Can nothing stop the testy temp worker? She callously climbed over Vicky, who was as limp as a closet case on her wedding night. Babs begins dialing.
Hello, I'd like to speak to Police Chief Al Dente. No? Leave him a message. Tell him he can pick up that touch typist he's been trailing.
Meanwhile, down at headquarters, Al Dente was feeling very excited. The feds had been on the case for weeks. Finally, after combing the area, they had turned up something.
Looks like human hair, Chief!
Yes, it does, but that's the beauty of synthetics, my boy.
Just as he thought, the word processor had wigged out and run. Well, the chief had seen it a million times before, where the chips were down, the chicks left down. They just couldn't take the heat. Oh, if the heat didn't get them, it was the humidity. The chief was getting pretty steamed up himself.
I'd have the supper club sniper and the slammer if it wasn't for stupidity.
Oh, sorry, Chief,
My stupidity! I should have never assigned the android giant to the case.
You mean Garnet?
Sending her out alone to sniff out the girl was like sending out a blind man without a cane.
I don't get it, Chief.
They both disappear into the first manhole they had to cover.
I still don't get it.
That's the last tribe out of the force. They got no ambition.
But Garnet seems like such an eager beaver.
Even on the ball field. They don't care if they live or die in the bush leagues.
Well, Chief, I got something on my mind.
So spit it out.
Chief, I can't help but think, I think you're wrong about Vicky.
Zoe,
But Chief, I think she's innocent.
if she's innocent, I'll eat her.
But Chief, yuck!
You want me to believe that the femme was framed, and not only framed, but fingered? But by who?
And how many?
Police morgue, you stab it, we slab it. Is this takeout or delivery?
I got a little massage for Garnet McClick.
What?
Hillary got her clues. She can pick them up anytime.
The cryptic call sheds no light at the case at hand, but it did remind the chief that the Lady Dick hadn't been spotted since the last commercial. While the chief mused, Garnett was still struggling to regain consciousness. Bab's blow had taken the edge off of the sapphic sleuth's ordinarily sharp senses. Oh, even the simplest things, standing up, seemed as difficult as putting on a girdle underwater. Garnett didn't know who or what had hit her. And what of the mysterious woman she had met? Oh, now she was a knockout, thought the leggy gumshoe. She stumbled home. The detective declined to disrobe, but immediately fell into a stupor. It wasn't as comfortable as a futon, but it was about all she could afford on her salary. As for the case, it went on the back burner. But in the morning, all Garnett's theories were still half-baked. She'd have to scrape something together for the chief. While we wait for the punchline, Rod is back at the ranch style, pouring over some new carpet commercials. But when he opened the door, this was no sales lady.
Hey.
Hey. From her careless skirt, her skimpy halter top, Rod's eyes swept over her hills and valleys, like two pilots on a search and destroy mission. Missing only one thing. The redhead was packing a rod!
Okay, Mr. Carpet King, don't try anything funny. Not that that's a danger in this show. I'll make a sister out of you real fast. Oh!
A bevy of blondes arrived to frisk our friend Vicky.
Chief said he would pin this caper on you.
Leave a mark on my dress.
Just let him try.
He said to find something
Anything.
and make it stick.
Vicky was almost at the breaking point. She had been pursued all over the state, from hotel to motel. She had lost her curling iron and was, gasp, almost out of sweet low. Would this torture never end? Her soul again called out to the heavens. Beep, boop, beep, 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 beep.
Hi, thanks for calling. I'm unable to come to the phone right now. But leave your name, number, and a religious persuasion after the beep, and I'll get back to you. Beep.
Then she heard the most vicious vixen bark out, "Freedom, sister!" Oh, the command seemed strangely familiar to Vicky. As she complied, she thought, prison! She would have prayed for amnesia, but she didn't know if her insurance would cover a relapse. In desperation, she thought of England? But that was worse than prison. At least in prison, they had central heating and decent coffee. She felt a hand run the length of her leg.
Find anything you like. Just browsing. Well, if you don't see it, just ask. Maybe I've got it in back.
She's clean.
Maybe you should get a second opinion.
Vicky is escorted downtown for the arraignment, while al dente waits for Rod and Garnett. There has been no answer at Rod's residence.
Maybe he's on his way, or maybe he got tied up.
What's the scoop, Chief?
I got the housewife on the hot seat.
So why the long face?
It's not that I care about the crummy clerical worker, the brat's a brat. But Rod's my buddy!
The mention of his friend's name, the Chief was choked with feeling.
This must be that male bonding I've been hearing so much about.
For his friend's sake, Al decides to spare Rod and spoil the child, Vicky. Order! Order in court!
Gee, I'm getting big and hard.
Okay, Vicky, now, will you take the sentence I just offered you? Or, how about the cell Vanna White is standing in front of? Or, better yet, why don't you give me $5 in the name and number of every woman you ever slept with? Vicky passes up the chair, the sofa bed, and the judge's generous offer for amnesty in exchange for a date. In order to take an all-expense-paid trip for one up the river.
Well, that's not all she's gonna be taking kind of hard when we get through with her.
Relax, Goldilocks.
We're just trying
to make you
feel
Welcome, right, girls?
We wish we could make you feel really welcome, but they locked the broom closet.
You gotta give her something to look forward to. In desperation, Vicky buries her head into her shirt.
You could learn to like it. Goldie, honey, darling. Little Miss Pussy Twat. You're one of us now.
After all,
We're all
sisters.
under the skin, aren't we, girls? We may as well get used to it.
We could teach you.
Vicky began to wail.
Don't let us keep you.
I don't belong here. This must be some kind of misprint. I don't like this anymore. You, all of you. I don't like you either.
Ouch. Oh, she really knows how to let a girl.
Come to think of it, she might be right.
Maybe you don't like us. But you are like us, dearie.
And you do belong here with us.
Vicky knew they were baiting her, but she didn't go for it.
No thanks.
I had a heavy lunch.
What happened?
Who turned out the lights?
Damn it, I told you if you put too many vibrators in one socket, this will happen.
Bucking time! While Vicky had been incarcerated, Garnett was at home piecing together the evidence until she got a clear picture of the villainess. Bags! To the bottom of this. Immediately, she rushed to the prison, the crime of the scene. But little did our baby gumshoe know, there was no bottom to the well! Oh, Horniness! During all the confusion, Garnett entered the prison and grabbed Vicky in the dark.
That's not the dark.
You're not a real blonde.
Hi, girls. Don't kid yourself, honey. There's no bye girls here.
We'll be back too.
Goldilocks. Sit in ya, think.
Come on, let's make tracks. Won't that make it easier for them to follow us?
You're right, let's go in my car.
Vicky instinctively put her trust in Garnett, but she was taken aback by the brunette's casual attitude. Her fate was in Garnett's hands.
That's not all I was thinking of putting in Garnett's hands.
Whoa, but for now, Vicky was content. She hated sex in cars.
It reminds me of an unhappy affair I had with a geologist, which put me between a rock and a hard place.
Garnett, dyed-in-the-wool tribat from the word come, studied her companion. Vicky was just her type. Garnett, cursed with the kind of carnal appetite that no single girl could satisfy, had in desperation turned to married women.
This Vicky's made of pretty tough stuff.
All this running around could ruin a girl's hairdo.
Not her. No, sir, there's no listless locks on this Leslie.
When did that busy gal, our heroine, find the time to tend her tresses? Finally, Garnett could no longer stand the silent meeting of the Mutual Admiration Society. They have me convicted already.
You've been holding up fine so far. I know it's been a lengthy exposition and you're tired, but you can't go to pieces on me now.
I can't help it. You don't know what it's like out there. Always on the go, running out of a suitcase. If I don't get a chance to go to bed soon, I don't know what will become of me. Or the show. You probably wouldn't understand, though. You're not a blonde.
No, I'm a brunette, but I have feelings too.
Why did we swerve? Are we out of material? Vicky's eyes met Garnett's. Their gazes locked.
Garnett,
I'm a wanted woman in 7 states.
Make it 8, baby. You're wanted by me in the state that I'm in.
For too long, the Lady Dick had been tortured by the woman sitting next to her. But the sight of her breasts jiggling, Vicky's passion stirred. Something in her oven of love began to rise. She threw her head back on the car seat. She felt just like a pair of French doors awaiting Loretta Young's entrance. Garnett played Vicky as expertly as a teenager plays a transistor. When she felt she had some pretty good reception, Garnett moved in on some fine-tuning.
One out of 12. Come in, please.
Roger, I read you.
Roger's off. It's Friday.
Right, what is it?
We got a 411 underway at a carpet warehouse off Route 17.
Right! It's Garnett and Vicky's speed to the scene of the crime. Committed? That's no radio dispatcher! That's her! You temp girls really get around, don't you? Where's Rod? Oh, bound and gagged in his own office. And why drag our heroine into this wholesale horror?
You said you wanted to see her again, didn't you? Better make it a good look. It'll be your last.
Garnett and Vicky enter the warehouse.
Kind of quiet in here for a shootout. Don't you think?
Your cop doesn't think it a crisis. Hold it right there! If it isn't Van Dyke and Van Dyck. Well, Garnet, we meet again. What took you so long?
Search me.
An excellent suggestion. We'll start with those Twinkie kids over here.
Is there something funny about my breasts, honey?
No, big dear. Now see here, Babs, that's no way to treat a lady. Where are your manners?
This is no comedy of manners, Dick, despite rumors to the contrary. This is just business as usual for triads.
Here I am.
You can't go back to him now, sister. If it was him you wanted, you should have figured that out a long time ago.